Pakistan, former Prime Minister Imran Khan and his wife Bushra Bibi have been granted an 8-day physical remand in the new 𝐒𝐭𝐲𝐬𝐬 reference filed by the National Accountability Bureau. They will remain in Adiala jail until 22nd of July. In a separate case, the couple was acquitted in the 𝐒𝐬 case yesterday but were rearrested in the new 𝐒𝐭𝐲𝐬𝐬 reference. Heavy rains in Punjab have resulted in 12 deaths, 27 injuries, and 14 collapsed houses. 5 children, 3 women, and 4 men were among those who lost their lives. Meanwhile, security measures have been heightened in Karachi for Muharram 7th, with the deployment of 6 companies of the Pakistan Army and extra police. CCTV cameras have been installed and a 3-tier security system is in place. In sports news, Pakistan's contingent for the upcoming Olympic Games has been announced, consisting of 7 athletes and 11 officials. Javelin thrower Arshad Nadeem and shooters Ghulam Mustafa Bashir, Gulfam Joseph, and 𝐶𝐚𝐰𝐬 qualified for these events, while 3 others entered as wildcard entries. Former U.S. President Donald Trump survived an assassination attempt during a campaign rally in Butler County, Pennsylvania. Trump was injured in the right ear and escorted off stage after a gunman fired from a nearby building, approximately 120 to 150 meters away. The incident occurred at the Butler Farm Show in Butler City, where thousands of people were in attendance. Unfortunately, 1 spectator was killed and 2 others were critically injured in the attack. The Secret Service responded quickly and shot the suspect assailant dead.
This evening we had what we're calling an assassination attempt against our former president, Donald Trump. It's still an active crime scene. As I mentioned, we have a number of agents on scene. We also are working closely with other federal agencies, our state partners, and our local police partners as well. Again, at this time, we are not prepared to identify who the shooter is. We are close to that identification, and as soon as we are 100% confident in who that individual is, we will share it with the press.
The FBI has identified the shooter as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, a registered Republican for Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. U.S. President Joe Biden and leading Republicans and Democrats have condemned the attack, with President Biden calling on Americans to denounce such sick violence.
I have tried to get a hold of Donald. He's with his doctors. Apparently he's doing well. I plan on talking to them shortly, I hope, when I get back to the telephone. Look, there's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. It's one of the reasons why we have to unite this country. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this. We cannot condone this. And I want to thank the Secret Service and all the agencies, including the state agencies, that have been engaged in making sure that the people and we have more detail to come relative to other people maybe injured in the audience. I don't have all that detail. We'll make that available to you. I may be able to come back a little later tonight, but we'll put out a statement if I'm not able to if it's not convenient for you all.
Trump's campaign has stated he is doing well, despite the injury, and has arrived in his residence in New Jersey. The investigation is ongoing, with law enforcement vehicles, including the ATF agents and a bomb squad, seen at Crooks' residence. His father has expressed shock and is seeking to understand what has happened. In the ongoing conflict in Gaza, Israeli forces have bombed a UN RWA school in the Nuseirat refugee camp, killing at least 16 Palestinians. This attack comes a day after the massacre in Al-Mawasi, bringing the total death toll in Gaza to over 38,000 since October 7th. In a controversial move, Israel has approved the largest seizure of Palestinian land in over 30 years, sparking fears of annexation. A leaked tape has also revealed Finance Minister Smotrich's covert strategy to annex the occupied West Bank. Hezbollah has deployed drones to attack Israeli military targets, claiming to have inflicted casualties. Israel has responded with threats to send Lebanon back to the Stone Age if conflict breaks out. Despite reports of Hamas withdrawing from ceasefire talks, a member of Hamas's political office has denied this, stating that negotiations are still planned for this week in Doha, Qatar. However, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed to kill all Hamas leaders and has outlined conditions for a truce, including the right to return to the battlefield until all objectives are met. The conflict has resulted in a devastating death toll, with over 38,000 killed in Gaza and 1,139 in Israel. Dozens of people remain held captive in Gaza.